I'm 81 years old, and I need to say something out loud that many women carry but rarely confess. For 3 years now, I've been waking up in the middle of the night staring at the ceiling, wishing I could go back, wishing I could undo the quiet damage I caused. My husband didn't destroy our marriage. I did. My husband, James, and I were married for 48 years. We raised 3 children, built a life from scratch, started in a tiny apartment in Detroit, and ended up owning our home outright. From the outside, we looked solid, stable, the kind of couple people assume will last forever. But here's the truth about long marriages that nobody talks about. You can stay married for decades and still feel alone. You can share a house and slowly close your heart. James passed away 3 years ago. A stroke. One moment he was watching the evening news, the next he was gone. A week before he died, we were sitting on the porch after dinner. Out of nowhere, he looked at me and said, "Dorothy, I'm still here. I've always been here. I just wish you'd let me back in." I stood up and went inside, said I had dishes to wash. A week later, he was gone. And those words never left me. In our early years, James worked long hours at the plant, 60-hour weeks. He missed school events, forgot anniversaries. There were seasons when I felt like I was raising our children alone. I had every right to feel hurt, but instead of talking about it, instead of fighting for connection, I shut down. Quietly, brick by brick, I built walls around my heart. I kept score. Every disappointment, every forgotten moment, every time work came before me. And I used that record as permission to grow colder. If he didn't compliment me, I stopped complimenting him. If he forgot to call, I stopped asking about his day. If he reached for my hand, sometimes I pulled away. Small punishments, tiny withdrawals. Over time, they added up. When he retired, something changed in him. He softened. He became present in ways he hadn't before. He made coffee in the mornings, asked about my day, and truly listened, suggested walks after dinner, tried to hold my hand during movies, and I rejected him. I told myself it was too late, that I had waited too long for that version of him. But the truth was harder to admit. I had grown comfortable in my resentment. Being strong and self-sufficient became my identity. Letting him in would have meant admitting I had wasted years guarding myself from a man who loved me. So I stayed guarded. 2 years before he passed, he planned a trip to Ghana. After researching our ancestry, he traced his roots back generations before slavery. It became his dream to walk that land, to stand at Cape Coast Castle, to complete a circle history had broken. He planned everything: flights, tours, hotels. He was glowing when he showed me the itinerary. And I said no. I gave excuses. Too far, too expensive, too long of a flight. But the real reason? I was afraid of closeness. Afraid that sharing something so meaningful would break down the walls I had worked so hard to build. So, he went alone. He sent pictures, the markets, the coastline. One photo of him standing at the door of no return, tears on his face. I never responded to that one. When he came home, he was quieter. 18 months later, he was gone. After his funeral, I found a journal in his nightstand. He wasn't a writer. I had never seen him keep one. But in that journal, he wrote about trying to find his way back to me, about feeling like I was physically present but emotionally gone, about knocking on a door that wouldn't open. He believed he had failed me. He spent his final years trying to earn back a love I had never stopped feeling. I had just stopped showing it. There are 2 ways to end a marriage. One is loud, betrayal, abuse, walking away. The other is quiet, withdrawal, emotional distance, slow indifference. The second one is harder to see. I was there every day for 41 years. Same house, same table, same bed. But I wasn't fully there. And now I sit alone with the walls I built. If you're listening and you see yourself in this, if you're keeping score, if you've gone cold to protect yourself, if your partner is trying but you're still punishing them for who they used to be, please hear me. They cannot break down walls you refuse to lower. They cannot fix pain you never speak. They cannot reach you if you keep stepping back. One day, whether through death, divorce, or simple exhaustion, they may stop trying. And then you'll wish for one more ordinary moment. I would give anything for one more walk, one more cup of coffee, one more chance to say yes. Yes to Ghana. Yes to holding his hand. Yes to being soft instead of being right. If you love someone, tell them, not when they earn it, not when it feels convenient. Now. Lower the walls. Stop keeping score. Let them in while there's still time. Because time feels long until it isn't. I had 41 years, and I lost at least 15 of them to pride and fear. Don't learn that lesson the way I did. If this message speaks to you, hold someone a little closer tonight. You still have the chance I no longer do.